The humid Bangkok air hung heavy with the scent of lemongrass and diesel. The city was alive, bustling with the energy of millions, yet oblivious to the silent drama unfolding high above. Inside a luxurious high-rise apartment, a man sat bathed in the blue glow of multiple computer screens. The room was a fortress of technology, filled with the hum of servers and the soft clicks of keyboards. This was Alpha-02, the enigmatic king of the dark web, his fingers dancing across the keyboard, orchestrating a billion-dollar criminal empire. His eyes flickered with intensity, scanning lines of code, making decisions that could topple economies and governments. Outside, a team of Thai police and FBI agents moved silently towards his door. They had been planning this operation for months, gathering intelligence and waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The game was about to end. The door burst open with a deafening crash, splintering wood and shattering the calm of the night. Alpha-02 barely had time to react. His eyes widened in shock as armed officers stormed in, their shouts echoing off the walls. Years of operating in the shadows, amassing unimaginable wealth and power, vanished in a heartbeat. The officers moved swiftly, securing the room and confiscating his equipment. He was dragged away, his reign over Alphabay, the world's largest online black market, shattered. The empire he had built with such meticulous care crumbled in an instant, leaving behind only the echoes of his once formidable presence. Alpha-02, later revealed to be Canadian citizen Alexandra Kazis, was living a life of luxury funded by his illicit enterprise. Fast cars, offshore bank accounts, and a beautiful Thai wife were all part of the spoils of his digital empire. Alphabay, under his control, had become a sprawling marketplace for drugs, weapons, stolen data, and even contract killings. Launched in 2014, Alphabay was a testament to the dark web's promise of anonymity. Hidden from the prying eyes of law enforcement, it facilitated millions of dollars in transactions daily. Alpha-02, driven by greed and ambition, had become the kingpin of this digital underworld. Alpha-02's anonymity was his shield, but it also made him a ghost, a whisper in the digital ether. Tracking him down became a top priority for international law enforcement agencies, including the FBI, DEA, and Europol. It was a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, played out across continents and shrouded in digital code. Investigators worked tirelessly, infiltrating the dark web, tracing transactions and developing complex hacking tools. They knew Alpha-02 was smart, meticulous, and always one step ahead. But everyone makes mistakes, even digital kingpins. For years, Alpha-02 had been incredibly careful, masking his digital tracks with VPNs and encrypted communication. But in a moment of carelessness, he made a fatal error. An email sent from his personal account containing his real name was linked to an Alphabay administrative account. This seemingly insignificant slip provided investigators with the crucial break they needed. The email address was traced back to Thailand, and surveillance efforts intensified. The net was closing in on Alpha-02. The walls closed in Operation Shutdown. With the crucial lead from the email address, law enforcement agencies from multiple countries collaborated on a plan. Thai police, working with the FBI, launched Operation Bayonet, a covert operation to apprehend Alpha-02. They moved swiftly and decisively, knowing that any delay could allow their target to disappear. The raid on Alpha-02's Bangkok apartment was swift and surgical. He was apprehended without incident, his computers and servers seized. The digital kingpin, used to operating with impunity, was now at the mercy of the very laws he had so blatantly disregarded. The aftermath, Alphabay falls silent. News of Alpha-02's arrest sent shockwaves through the dark web. Within days of the raid, Alphabay went offline. Millions of dollars in cryptocurrencies vanished, leaving users and vendors in a state of panic. The takedown of Alphabay was a major victory for law enforcement, a stark warning to those who sought to profit from the anonymity of the dark web. But the fight was far from over. The dark web, like the mythical Hydras, seemed to regenerate, new markets popping up to fill the void left by Alphabay. The allure of anonymity and illicit profits proved too strong a temptation for some. The dark web's enduring allure. The dark web? a hidden part of the internet accessible only through the specialized software, promises anonymity and freedom from surveillance. It has become a haven for dissidents living under oppressive regimes, whistleblowers exposing corruption, and journalists working on sensitive stories. However, this same anonymity has also made it a breeding ground for criminal activity. Drug trafficking, weapons smuggling, human trafficking, and child exploitation thrive in the darkest corners of the dark web. The potential for harm is immense. The price of anonymity, a double-edged sword. The story of Alpha-02 and Alphabay highlights the double-edged sword of anonymity. While it can be a powerful tool for good, protecting those who need it most, it can also be easily exploited for criminal gain. The dark web, with its promise of anonymity and lack of accountability, attracts individuals like Alpha-02, driven by greed and a disregard for the law. The challenge for law enforcement agencies is to find a balance between respecting individual privacy and combating criminal activity. It's a delicate tightrope walk with no easy answers. Hydra's many heads, the dark web endures. The takedown of Alphabay was a significant blow to the dark web, but it didn't eradicate it. Like the mythical Hydra, new markets emerged to take its place. Hydra Market, a Russian language platform, rose to prominence, becoming a major hub for illicit goods and services. The fight to control the dark web continues, with law enforcement agencies constantly adapting their tactics to stay ahead of the criminals. It's a never-ending game of cat and mouse, played out in the shadows of the digital world. From the ashes, Disnake and Alphabay's return. Like a phoenix rising from the flames, the infamous dark web marketplace has made a shocking comeback. In a surprising turn of events, the digital underworld was taken aback by the reappearance of Alphabay. Alphabay, once thought to be gone forever after its takedown in 2017, re-emerged in 2021, sending shockwaves through the cyber community. Its resurrection was orchestrated by Disnake, a figure shrouded in mystery and intrigue. Disnake, a former administrator who claimed to have been working with Alpha-02, the original founder of Alphabay, took the reins. Under Disnake's leadership, Alphabay implemented new security measures aiming to fortify its defenses against law enforcement and cyber threats. The platform promised a more secure experience for its users, ensuring anonymity and protection in the shadowy corners of the internet. Disnake's motives remain shrouded in mystery. His true intentions are the subject of much speculation and debate. Some speculate he's seeking to reclaim Alphabay's former glory, restoring it to its once dominant position in the dark web marketplace, while others believe he may be working with law enforcement, playing a double game to take down other dark web marketplaces. The possibility of Disnake collaborating with authorities adds another layer of intrigue to his return. Whatever his true intentions, Disnake's return has added another layer of complexity to the already murky world of the dark web. His actions and strategies are closely watched by both allies and adversaries. The re-emergence of Alphabay under Disnake's leadership marks a significant chapter in the ongoing saga of the dark web, a realm where anonymity and secrecy reign supreme. The unending battle for control. The battle for control of the dark web is a constant struggle between law enforcement agencies, cyber criminals, and privacy advocates. Each faction has its own agenda, its own methods, and its own vision of what the digital future should look like. As technology advances, so too do the tactics used by both sides. Law enforcement agencies are constantly developing new tools and techniques to track and apprehend cyber criminals. Meanwhile, hackers and cyber criminals are always finding new ways to evade detection and exploit vulnerabilities. The future of the dark web is uncertain, but one thing is clear: it will continue to be a battleground for anonymity, security, and the fight against criminal activity. The dark web offers a haven for those seeking privacy and freedom from surveillance, but it also provides a platform for illegal activities and malicious actors. The story of Alpha-02 is a cautionary tale of the seductive power of anonymity and the high price of criminal ambition. Alpha-02, once a notorious figure in the cyber underworld, believed he could outsmart the system and operate with impunity. However, his downfall was a stark reminder that no one is truly beyond the reach of the law. It is a reminder that even in the darkest corners of the internet, justice has a way of finding its mark. The relentless pursuit of justice by dedicated law enforcement professionals ensures that despite the challenges, the fight against cybercrime continues. The unending battle for control is not just about technology. It's about the values and principles that shape our digital world.